Okay, I seem to have fixed the problem. It was not me mumbling, though I do. It was the mic on the webcam was so damn old. I bought this thing for 30 bucks, 35, 40 bucks max, right? I'm so impressed with it. I think I'll get it for interviews, but those appear to be a bit off. I was so paranoid. I thought that the forces conspiring against me would get in the way of my job hunt, and that they heard the name of the company out loud through the speakers or something like that. I don't remember exactly. And this thing's remarkable. And it, fucking care at all. So I'll just skip it. The thing is oh, my behavior. Yeah, that's anxiety, I think. Um, Jim and I told me how to, sensitive stuff. Jim and I told me how to, uh, help my state of mind emotionally. And no, it did not say you're queer, get over it. It just said you do this. And I have been doing it. As a result, I feel that it'll be easier to talk to people is a big thing. Um, Even if I do come across as a little bitch, right? It'll be easier to talk to people. Honest self critique. I'm at home with it. Fuck it. So, the job shit, yes. It told me, it said, well, first of all, it said one thing is it's just not going to happen because the last time I updated the IT shit online, it was like 3 years ago, right? And it says it's not going to happen. They fucking hate people who haven't done anything recently. It's just never going to get a job. It's what bothers them most more than anything at all. And so, which, yeah, gaps in employment history, as my brother would put it. And oh, real quick, if you see this, it occurred to me that the conspiracy stuff, right? I view it as you told me a long time ago that if you see a belief in somebody, if you reinforce it, then that'll make them feel better, more confident, and they'll feel dependent upon you for that sense of confidence, at least for the rest of the conversation, right? And it seems to be related to what you're doing. And what I think it is, and hear the whole thing before you click off in anger if you're in a pissy mood. Uh, what I think you're doing is it's saying, well, the reason I didn't succeed more is because there's this weird world where all this is happening. But wait 1 second. Look at your success. And you went out there with what, $200,000 from mom and maybe 1.2 million while living. Um, you have that saved up. That's a huge success. Um, real quick. Uh, you have to see that circumstance falls into huge for the big hits, like Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, what have you. Bill Gates, for instance, nobody knew how to program then. Nobody had a home computer. He wrote DOS, right? There's a medical college down the block, like a half mile away or something, that allowed people access to their terminal between 2 and 4 a.m. And he went to a private school, so there was a terminal there that he used during lunch. And so 3 hours a day, he would sneak out at night and go there between 2 and 4 a.m. so he could use it. 3 hours a day, he learned to program in high school. And so he went to Harvard. He was the only one who knew how to program. He wrote DOS. And, the thing is he couldn't have done that in college and been available at that time to IBM because when they put out their computers, he didn't make the fucking computer. They just wanted an operating system. First, they went to this married couple in California, and apparently they showed up at like 10 a.m. on a Saturday, and by noon there were 5 lawyers in the room bickering over a non-disclosure agreement. They just actually knocked on the door, and the two executives from IBM got up and left. And they went to Bill Gates. Those folks probably aren't married. Then they went to Bill Gates, and they got his operating system. He was at less than 22. He was still at Harvard. Dropped out, obviously. Um, so the thing is, though, if it weren't for that medical college, he wouldn't have been able to do that. He just happened, as smart as he was, or whatever his family was, he just happened to grow up down the street from a fucking medical college that allowed that. And there wouldn't be Microsoft for that. Um, so what I'm getting at is you really have to get bullseye in this world if you haven't figured that out yet. Because, 7 millimeters off. I gotta get the doctor for this shit. Okay, the DTs. 7 millimeters off looks like well, you just don't hit. And the drop off is that fucking fast. The difference between bullseye and a centimeter off is just fucking enormous as far as the outcome goes. So, I don't think anybody else feels that way about you. That's all I'm saying. And they might think other things about you. I carry it, right? But nobody thinks that you aren't enough of a success except you. And maybe your kids are hoping to inherit more money. I don't know. I doubt that. Um, okay, so anyway, where was I? Yeah, Jim and I said, well, you got to have something recent, and you got to learn a few new things. And so what I thought I'd do is patch up the project to use it, because the problem with it is the scaling of the controls, the things on the window, the buttons, the little squares for display, things like that. The problem is that, and I can patch that up, and with something new. Not that I'll use it, but with something new that makes it easy, I can clean sweep through as opposed to what I was doing, which just makes everything fucking harder, frankly. And I was trying to patch up this old, when the 4K monitors came out, they didn't even bother to update this shit. And so it's just retarded to, sorry, but it's just retarded to try to patch it up to work with this old crap. I should rewrite it. And it'll take maybe 2, 3 months. Hopefully only 1.5, but maybe 2, 3. So I gotta get that online. And then it said you need to learn something and have a new project. And so I suggested something to learn. And it's not good long term, but I can, learn it well enough in 2 months that I can actually do something with it. And then if I get a job using it, I can learn the new parts of this for the job without it being a big, learning curve, right? A whole bunch of shit at once. So I'll know what I'm doing well enough to know what I need to. That's the best way to phrase it. I will know what I'm doing well enough to know what I need to learn for what they give me, because that's a huge part of it in programming. Well, how do I do this? And you're just kind of staring at the wall and you understand what to use as much as actually learning it itself. Because then you make your decision, you can really fuck yourself that way. I did. um, but what was I getting at? So I rewrite that so the display works, and then everything's wrong size in 4K. And then I go back and learn the React crap. And the new thing, which is what, like Amazon uses it doubtlessly for all these little rectangles for their products. They've got the picture of the product, they've got the name of it, they got the description, they got only how many left, they got whether it's Amazon Prime or not, and there's the add to cart button. And what React does is it allows you to just write it once and then reuse it for each fucking product, as opposed to writing a whole page for each search result. Even if a computer does it, it allows you to just write it once, and each one pulls down data to fill itself out, so to speak, right? Precisely that. Then the other thing is, um, and then after I get that up, I can start looking for a job. And the project will probably take about 6 months. I'm gonna ask for something about that size, because I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I can do a lot in 6 months once I get the anxiety medicine back in me and level off at this level of Adderall, which will probably take some time anyway, because I'm fucking banging my head with drugs for, effectively, right, for 20 years. So I got to get my brain in order. Um, and then after that, I'll be ready to start looking for a job. So hopefully by the new year, a little bit after. And this is important stuff to do. I swear to God, if I start dragging my, well, I'm looking for a job, I can't. No, I gotta do this shit. Have a new project and patch up the old one so I can. It's as crazy as crazy it fucking is. All that code needs to be up there. It needs to be new. It needs to work right with the new displays. And I fucked myself when I got this goddamn computer and discovered this for the first time. I actually deleted the most recent source code once. So I ran back and started trying to fix it, and I got halfway there. I said, "Oh, just update it, just update it, just update it." Adderall comes, I fucking pull it or whatever runs out, and I just don't work on it anymore. Yeah, who gives a shit? When. And so after I fix this up, then after I fix this up, then I gotta God, that's irritating, isn't it? Isn't that fucking irritating? My mom used to do that. When she fucking pulled out of a parking space when I was young, she'd fucking put her hand on the back of my seat and look. Yeah, it just drove me fucking nuts. It was so goddamn irritating. Even looking at it's pissing me off, and I'm the one doing it. So, gosh, so getting this fixed up and having it work with the video, so make it 2 minute, or maybe it said 60 second, I forget. I think it said 2 minute video of that, and I talked about that before. Make sure you're not a prick to work with. And then After I get that, I have recent updates to it to justify, to quote, because they don't know how long those took me, right? On GitHub, it has the date and the of each update. Each, if I just redeploy the whole thing, that look too fishy. So it has the date of the most recent update, and and as a result, I'm thinking, oh God, that is beautiful. Um, I didn't get my degree until 2020. I was well into this project. I can fucking nib that shit. Oh, hell yes. Nib that shit entirely. I can say it took me 6 years to do this instead of how long it took fucking did because I'm a mess, right? Almost all of it was done years back. I just haven't been working on it, it's the truth. It's just piddling little updates, right? Except for my grand scheme to redo it and, well, I haven't really worked on it in fucking 10 years, right? Just been messing. Dad died, the Adderall and all that. And the illusion that things would just get better if I kept pushing down the path I did without, I don't know what. So I can rewrite my resume so that I just started on in 2020. That works out beautifully. And it just works out insanely well. Um, I'll have to take the server code. Um, I should like right fucking now. Um, I can't. I'm waiting to get anxiety medicine. I mean, I'm not gonna fuck anything up. I have a more clear head because I should re-update. I should update that so the dates fall after 2020. I believe they all do. So yeah, they're called pushes. The initial push was in 20 after 2020, so I wasn't using GitHub. The only reason to do that for me is to share my source code with other people. It's actually a tool for people to collaborate more than that. It's basically free. I guess if you get like 1,000 people, it's probably not free, or even 50. But we get how many people can collaborate on a project. But so I get new data on that. That's just fucking amazing, right? Nobody's gonna buy it with the old fucking. It's called system.windows.forms, WinForms, and nobody's gonna buy it with that. And because it's been around since XP, and nobody's starting a project like that after 2020. We've used anything with XAML, and this was before Maui came out, so it works even better that way. So I wouldn't have used Maui, right? So I can't take the whole damn thing down. Just make sure all the dates. Like I said, I think the GitHub push was after 2020, so I rewrite it to use XAML. The presentation framework it's called. It'll fucking work beautifully. All be recent. It'll be plausibly recent, done in 6 years certainly. And it just works out fucking great. Oh my god. They don't know that because by 2020 it was pretty well known that the idea was dead. It didn't work, but they don't fucking know that. I can look up the latest research on it. This is brilliant. Good job in no time. I should still learn something like the React though. And yeah, do it right. Just cheat on this. Have the new project up. Okay, cool.